Hey everybody, I've got some old banknotes. I've been back in Japan since, well, for about 3 weeks, and these banknotes were issued in the beginning of July, and I still have not received one. I've been to the ATM about a half a dozen times. I've been to shopping quite a bit, and no one has given me the new bills for Japan. If you don't know, these new bills came out right there on the screen. I think it was July 3rd, 2024, which was a month ago. This is now August 6th. It's weird that I haven't received any of them. And then I remembered a lot of the questions that you guys had when I did a currency live stream on this exact topic. Do the banknotes actually expire? So I went to the Bank of Japan website and I did a little bit of research also with the printing, the mint, and some of the other Japanese government associations that are in charge of this. And I realized that since 1885, this blew my mind, there are 21 banknotes that are still legal tender of Japan. So these banknotes going all the way back to 1885, including a 1 yen note, you could still legally go to the store and they would have to accept that. I wonder if they teach this to people that are working inside some of these stores, that the legal tender from 1885, when the Meiji era came in, this note is still accepted as a 1 yen. Of course, nobody does that because the value of that note is quite big. But the real answer here is for those that are holding on to these yen that was printed in 2004. This is the 2004 run of the notes here. Here's the 5,000 yen note. The answer to that is that no, these are actually going to continue to be legal tender. They're always going to have the value that is printed on them, and the Japanese government stands behind the currency. So you don't have to worry that your currency is going to exchange. You're going to come here, it's not going to be accepted. Let me show you some of the assets here so you get an idea. This is just fascinating to me. I'm going to start off with this one here. All right. This is the printing website here for the website that the company or the organization that prints the banknotes. These are the ones that are still legal tender. All right, the 1 yen note from 1885, the 1 yen note from 1889. Like, these are legal tender. The Series E, which is 1 yen note from 1943, the 1 yen note from 1946. These are all like just post World War II notes. They have some notes from right here in the occupation, the 1951. Would be as well. It's really interesting, and like, these are still, again, would be accepted by stores, or they should be. Now we get into the series, and these Series B, Series C, Series D, and Series E. Now the Series, there is another series that issued in 2004 that is not accepted. And I want to talk about that too, and what happened to that issue of them. There's actually 2 types of 10,000 yen notes. I didn't even know that they have printed out there. So again, this one here, the Series E in 2004, is not accepted anymore. I had no idea, because of, I asked ChatGPT about this, and the answer I got was really interesting. I didn't think about that. But this was at the start of the millennium, I guess 2000, and technology was changing. The Series D also, these are not accepted. Again, it just depends on what series you have. And you can't get your money back if you have these particular notes here. And there's a Series C. So these are going back quite a ways here. The reason why, can anybody tell me what the reason why is for this? I know some of you might know. All right, let me just so I did this research for you guys, so you don't have to pay for ChatGPT. So I said here, why did the Series D notes expire from 2004? It had to do with counterfeiting. New series was released with enhanced security features, so they cannot tell if the Series D is real or not, so they can't accept it. You might have a counterfeit one, they actually can't even tell. So that made a lot of sense. So there's some banknotes where enhanced security features were issued, and then you no longer could use it as legal tender. So it just depends on what series of note that you have, and some of the stores have something that you can check on here. Wait, what's this? Oh, you're not supposed to see this here. Yeah, sometimes I think we have to be really nice to the robots because you just never know. I think, somewhat unusual. Wait, how do I turn this off here? Where's the button? Wait, no, this is too much information. Okay, hold on. Wait, is that, hold on. No. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just looking for the button here. Oh. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Okay, you don't, sorry about that. I don't know if they're recording any of this either. You never know who's watching or listening. All right. All right. So just to get back to this, I went in. So this is the Bank of Japan's website. Okay, again, this is the official one. Sorry about that. You just never know. So this is about the Bank of Japan here. So I wanted to know, can I use all types of bank? What are so it says that the Bank of Japan has issued 56 kinds of banknotes since 1885. They said 25 kinds are valid. So the other one said 21. So I'm not really sure. But I'm going to put a link in the description for this PDF that has the ones that are issued, so you can check in case you do have some back ones that you want to go in there and take a look at. Banknotes are no longer valid and inconvenient for use, such as 10,000 yen notes with the portrait of Shotoku Taishi can be exchanged for those that are currently issued at the Bank of Japan's head office. So even if it's not accepted as a fire engine comes this way, you can still go to the Bank of Japan in Tokyo into their branch office and exchange the banknotes here. I just want to point that out. So you don't have to worry about it. Your yen is always going to be accepted here. They remain legal tender, and they give a bunch of explanations. Oh, there's a big fire engine coming here. Hold on a second. Wow. Go, whoa. Go get him. Put out the fire. You can start with me. I could use a spraying. But in all seriousness, I hope that all is going well. And it's always hard. Sometimes the fire department will respond to medical emergencies as well, because there's just not enough ambulances and hospitals at the moment. So I'll talk about that just as this gets out of the way here. Yeah, so to get back into this, I thought it was really fascinating what the Bank of Japan had on their website here. Let me see if I can push this along here. So your yen is always going to be valid. You're going to be able to get your money back at all times. But I went back up here. 31 are no longer valid apparently. So I went in here and I looked at the current issue of the money that is being issued right now. So there's the old notes are still being issued, or they're still in circulation. And you can see here, even the 10,000 yen note, a lot of you might have some misunderstanding, that's still being issued. It's still legal tender, and you can still use it even in some of the vending machines. Now the coins are interesting. The new 500 yen coin from 2021, and then the 100 yen comes from 1967. It hasn't changed since then. 1967 was the last time that they minted the 50 yen coins. 1959, like right after the occupation, for the 10 yen coin. The 5 yen coin, 1959, ear of rice. And 1955 for the 1 yen coin, which is interesting, young tree. So like these coins have not, oh, there's some action going on here. These coins have not changed at all, which I thought was fascinating because, wow. Leo likes the ambulances that are going by. Seems like something major over there. Yeah, but bottom line is that your currency is going to be just fine. They probably need to do a redesign on the coins. They did that for the 500 yen coin in particular because they did it the first time when they got a new coin when not too long after I got to Japan in 1998, because you could take I don't know if I should say this to you, and I actually did this with some success. You could take, you know, like how you could use Canadian money in the United States, and the Canadian money seems to, you could use them in like washing machines, and you'd really make people upset if you use Canadian quarters in the washing machines, like stuff like this. You could use them in the parking meters. People did that because nobody liked the parking meters. I never did that. That's not legal. So in Japan, you could get the 500 won coins from Korea, which are not even close to 500 yen, and use them in Japan. They were like the same size and everything. And Japan picked up on that, so they changed the 500 yen coins from like the 1990s so that they weren't like the won. I don't know if Korea was like pranking Japan so that their citizens could get more power. I don't know what was going on there. But they had to change it to the new 500 yen coins, and then they just released a newer one, which was bicolor, which is so cool. There's like a silver and kind of a gold in there. But the coins in general have not been changed. So perhaps this is something that might go on in the Reiwa era, where they changed the design of the coins. I think it'd be pretty cool. But the coin designs have not changed since just after the occupation, which is kind of cool. And it seems like some of them came in right after the Olympics as well, the 1964 Olympics. You know, it's interesting stuff. The currency, the information on these current notes here is fascinating too. And I did an episode on this about a month ago, but the counterfeit proofing of this stuff is really good. And I think it's just odd that I have not received any of them in a month of being a pretty good shopper, going to food trucks and all this. I never get this back, you know? And for those that are wondering before we leave, this is still a legal tender. This is the 1 yen note issued by the Meiji government in 1885. Look at the happy dude on there. That's a pretty good printing. This is a very mint condition one. I guess I don't know how much this is going for, but I don't know if you find this, let me know. But this is still legal tender. If you were to use this at a store, you'd be able to pay 1 yen, that they would still honor the 1 yen, but you might as well just sell it on eBay or some other site, Mercari or something like that, because this is worth way more than 1 yen. But it's just kind of funny that this is still legal tender. Like, what? Okay, interesting, very interesting. All right, now for about, I don't know, there's about 500 people that are still asking me about this. Now, I made this episode, you can relax, your money's still good, don't worry about it, you're gonna be just fine. As a promise to Michael Sassano and some of the other people in the chat that are so nice to give me the super chats, I'm gonna go get a drink at this vending machine. We're gonna end it by cooling off because I gotta be honest with you, I'm really hot. Sweat's starting to come down. So I appreciate the super chats, and I honor you by buying a drink. What drink shall it be? This is a Boss Coffee, I think this is Suntory. So we have Craft Boss, Zone. I'm not getting any energy drinks. Pepsi's gotten kind of funky here in Japan. They only have one. CC Lemon with the non-cocoa fruits. Non-cocoa is down south. I think it's like Kagoshima or Okinawa. Mountain Dew, whoa. I don't see that very often. Muscato, which is these grapes down in Okayama. And then of course the Boss Coffee. You can't go wrong with the rainbow blend. Maybe I'll go with this. This is Kyoto Matcha here. I'm not a Mountain Dew dude. I'm over the age of 20, so I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm not into Mountain Dew. But you could be. That's cool. What was it, 1963? The design has not changed on these. That's a cherry blossom and a 100 yen coin here. Cold and refreshing. Thank you guys. Oh, and these are from the 1950s, this design. It's very cool. That doesn't look like the one on the, that looks different a little bit. This must be a new printing. It's a new printing. I do like this area, Tsukishima. It's undergoing a ton of renovations right now. Check it out. You see this old building that looks like it was built right after World War II, or maybe a little bit before that. And you have the brand new mansions, condominium buildings. This one opened up about 2 years ago. And then you still have the small alleys in here that are being torn down. And this block might go the way of the dodo bird if it has anything to do with this. This was all Nagaya, or like really old 1950s shacks, and they're all gone now as I open up this green tea. Thanks guys for the super chats. I appreciate it very much. Keep me cool in more ways than one. Oh, that's got a really robust matcha. That's like matcha green tea. I think it's like a fusion from Kyoto. Really good. No calories, a lot of vitamin, well, almost no calories, a lot of vitamin C. Keeps you healthy. All right, I'm gonna walk. I just want to show you off of the Monja Street here some of the developments of this neighborhood, and I want to do a 360 video on this. The Only in Japan 360 channel hasn't had much content. I just released a couple days ago this one here, and they did the cleaning for this today. I wonder if any of you guys watching actually went there. Hook up with me on Discord, on the Discord server. Send some pictures, because I'd like to see how many people went this year compared to last year because of the video I released. I'm sure some people were in Kyoto and in Nara, got a chance to see it. You see the streets here. At the end of the street is a brand new mega apartment complex being built. And you still have the low buildings from the 1950s. So the contrast of this neighborhood is interesting, but I feel like this neighborhood is not going to be the same in 3 or 4 years. So I think it's a good idea to come and visit here. A lot of French people walk around the streets here. I noticed them, they're always speaking French, but you can see the alleys here have a lot of character, and it's not going to be like that for much longer. And that's kind of heartbreaking. And if you want, you can eat lunch at Chicken Country. It's pretty cool. Oh, there's a Coca-Cola machine. Let me just show you down some of the alleys here. Again, like, I don't know. They're really, really nice. This is what I think of when I think of Japan. But you don't, but these are all going away. And it's kind of heartbreaking for me, because I don't know. I actually tried to rent one of these, tried to get, it wasn't, the bathtub was too small, and it was just too narrow. It was made for people half my size, but people still live in them. And I'll take you down this one. And I'm gonna do a very thorough episode, and maybe do a couple of live streams this year, because again, like all of these old houses, they're going away, and they're making room for these kinds of buildings, and I don't like that. But it has to do with the earthquakes, earthquake proofing it. But look at the trees, the neighborhood, it's really fresh, and you get the vibe of old Tokyo here. Look at that. Like the rust and the authentic way that wood and metal ages. I love that. It's like the banknotes. There's a brand new house among them. I don't know how long they're going to be able to stay here, because they're buying out these blocks. They're buying out these city blocks and putting in mega apartments. This area is called Tsukishima Moon Island. Tsuki, T-S-U-K-I-S-H-I-M-A, and it's famous for monjayaki. So it's Tokyo's soul food, which you can see here. It's teppanyaki. You can see the grills here. There's about 100 of these restaurants up and down the street here, but I always say go off of the street. I found the ambulance over there, and you'll find some good monjayaki places. But as long as it's not a fire, you know. Yeah, but you'll still find some mom and pop shops like this that are sort of in business. He's selling tobacco. As long as there's smokers, there's always going to be customers. And there's a meronpan shop that I really like down the street from here. Not this one here. This is the chain. And there's a couple of interesting foods that have arisen here, but monjayaki is the way to go here. It's about a 10-minute walk, about 15-minute walk from Ginza, actually. But it has a totally different vibe, and it's very residential. And yeah, this is my backyard. Maybe this is my front yard. All right, hey Michael, how you doing? Nice to see you here, brother. We are doing well. We are doing very well. In fact, the postcards are going to get sent out. I think I have a picture of it here. Hold on. This month's postcard is this one here, Michael. I'll be sending this one out to you in a couple of days. I'll put these out like Friday or Monday at the latest. So these are coming to you. Mahalo so much. And one little Easter egg here. This because I went to this. The only Japan logo on this one is square, because I'm an idiot. So you get the chance to see the square logo. It's rare, but it's there. There you go. I appreciate it, guys. There's a negiyaki. That looks good. Smells good out here on the street. All right, everybody, this is about currency. Let's keep it on point. Thanks so much, everybody. I will be hip to be square. Jason, there you go. I'll see you all in another live stream tomorrow, but if you ask questions, I will answer them, and hopefully the answer is good enough to get a comment from you guys. So see you. Go check out the new episode. If you haven't already, leave me a comment there. And you can catch me on the telephone. We have a telephone line right there. It's call OIJ 1325 call OIJ, and it's a Texas number, I believe. The voice messages that are appropriate, I will play here and answer the questions live while I walk around the city. See you guys. Mata ne.